Okay, we're going to be writing exponential functions from tables today. So given a table, you write the exponential function that goes with it. First thing we have to determine is whether or not the function is exponential. And the way that we determine that is we take the second term and divide it by the first term, and we'll find what we're multiplying by. That's how we do that. That's 3/2, and then we try it this way too, and that becomes 5/3. 3/2 does not equal 5/3, so this one is not exponential. We look at this one, we can clearly see that we are doing times 2 down through here, so it is exponential. All right, so is it exponential? Yes. What's the zero term? We need the zero term to put in the front. So if we multiplied by 2 to come this way, we divide by 2 to go up. So that's 1. So -1 divided by 2 is -1/2. So that is my zero term. My common ratio, that's the number that you multiply by each time. So then you just fill it into the formula of y equals ab to the x. And there we are. Y equals -1/2, that's your zero term, times b, which is my base, to the x power. Don't know why I wrote a 2 there. Okay, now, how would I do that in Desmos? Because Desmos will do this for you too. And since how we have an EOC looming, I want you to know how to do it both ways. That way, whichever way makes more sense to you, you can use. But if I do it in Desmos, what I want to do is I want to put the table in. So I hit table. Now, if you didn't see that, if I did it too quick, I hit that right there, table. So I hit the table function. And then I'm going to type in the table. So my table was, my x was 1. My next x was 2. And my next x was 3. Then I'm going to come over and type my y values in. I had -1. Then I had -2. And then I had -4. So I've typed in my values. And as you can see, it has plotted those dots. And now I'm going to try and find the graph that goes with that. So I hit 2. I come over. And I'm going to do y. Then you see this little A, B, C button. I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to hit this A sub B. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to say y1. And then instead of saying equals, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to say plus. I've got to scale right. I'm sorry, we got to go back out. We have to scale right to come out of the sub part. Then we're going to hit this, and we're going to hit is similar to, that's what that means, or approximately. It's approximately what? Okay, our formula is a, b to the x. So we're going to say a, then we're going to hit our b, and then we're going to hit this right here, taking it back up because it's the exponent. Remember, x, and then we have to hit our sub button again because it's an approximation. So, and then look what it does. This is fantastic. It gives it to us. A equals -1/2, and then my b is 2. And do you see that it graphed that equation and it went right through each one of your green points? So that's the equation. So the equation is -1/2 times 2 to the x power. I find that fascinating that Desmos would do that for you. And that's a big deal on the EOC, to plug in your tables and let Desmos do it. I tried it earlier with a quadratic equation. It works with quadratic, and it works with line of best fit when we get to our data unit. So, so this one we are multiplying by 5/2 each time. It is exponential. To find my zero term, since I multiplied by 5/2, I'm going to take 4 and divide it by 5/2. And I did that in my head, and that gave me 8/5. My common ratio is 5/2. So this is 8/5 times 5 over 2 to the x. Now let's go back to Desmos and let's see how this works out in Desmos. Here's my table. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm going to type those in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to type in the rest of this. It was 4, 10, 25. So 4, 10, 25. And this was 62.5. Okay. Now remember, we're going to go to here now. Sorry about clearing my throat. Now we're going to do y. We're going to hit our sub thing, our A, B, which is the sub. A sub, so y sub 1, scale right to come out of that low 1 there is approximately A times B, and then you're going to hit this and put X up in the, make it a superscript, X, and then you want to hit your subscript again, and then hit 1. And look, it gives it to you, 1.6. It gives it to you in decimal form. If you want to know it in fraction form, remember, your calculator will change a decimal for you. You just, if I wanted to do that, remember, I would hit 1.6. Whoops, I hit too many ones. 1.6, hit equals, and my calculator gives me 8/5. So there you see what to do. And we are done.